viewers, this is the news for Train Sim World 3. There's a Norfolk Southern Heritage Livery Collection coming soon. Got an image on Horseshoe Curve of a whole bunch of different locomotives in different colour schemes. More fallen flags are coming to Train Sim World 3, this time for operation on the iconic Horseshoe Curve. The Norfolk Southern Heritage Livery Collection arrives on the 10th of August, courtesy of Skyhook Games. The Power of American Freight is a popular feature across Train Sim World 3, with Cajon Pass and Sherman Hill providing a number of locomotives from NSF and Union Pacific, two of the nation's most iconic railroad brands. Norfolk Southern is another major operator in the USA, having merged from other fallen flag railroads over the course of previous decades. In 2012, to pay homage to these former operators, Norfolk Southern painted a selection of ES44AC locomotives in heritage liveries, which have since become attractive targets for rail fans across Norfolk Southern rails. 9 of these locomotives will soon be available to run in Train Sim World 3 from the 10th of August, each with their own scenarios and availability in timetable mode across the Train Sim World compatible route Horseshoe Curve, Altoona to Johnstown and South Fork. The locomotive and liveries. Norfolk Southern have a fleet of around 190 ES44AC locomotives, each boasting the 4,400 horsepower that's reflected by their 44 in their model name. These differ from the ES44C4 found in Cajon Pass in that they have an additional traction motor per truck, 3 in total. Norfolk Southern number 8025 Monongahela Railway. So it's a light blue or grey machine with the giant M logo. 8025 represents the Monongahela Railway, which began operation at the start of the 20th century, merged with Conrail in 1993, and eventually became part of Norfolk Southern. NS number 8099 Southern Railway. So we've got a locomotive with a top green and a bottom grey with Southern on the side. 8099 recalls the suave sage colours of the Southern Railway, which existed from 1894 to 1982, when its collaboration with the Norfolk and Western Railway resulted in the name Norfolk Southern. 8099 was brought back into service in May 2023 after some repairs. NS number 8100 Nickel Plate Road. So we've got a dark blue or possibly black locomotive, Nickel Plate Road logo and stripes. Buzzing with the memories of the former New York, Chicago and St. Louis Railroad, known to many as the Nickel Plate Road, 8100 was the third heritage unit to roll out on March 28, 2012. NS number 8101 Central of Georgia. Grey top, blue stripe with red boundaries, and a different blue bottom. A week later, April 5th, 2012, 8101 rolled out wearing the stately stripes of Central of Georgia, a corporate college of blue and grey, complete with a red eagle. This railroad has origins starting way back in 1833, when it also had a stake in the canals, but began operation as Grand Central of Georgia Railway in 1895. Though now part of Norfolk Southern, the railroad still technically exists as a paper railroad, owning no rails or rolling stock. NS number 8102 Pennsylvania Railroad. So it's a red locomotive with the Pennsylvania logo. And the Keystone. It doesn't get any more iconic than the famed Pennsylvania Railroad. These colours have adorned some of the most powerful and popular locomotives in the USA, and with Horseshoe Curve being built by the railroad in 1854, it's best placed to run through this stunning location in-game. NS number 8103 Norfolk and Western. It's a bright blue locomotive with the Norfolk and Western logo and herald. N&W was itself an amalgamation of over 200 railroads between 1838 and 1982. In 1986 it joined with Southern Railroad, see above, to create Norfolk Southern. This paint scheme gets straight to the point with its Norfolk and Western recollection. It's big, it's bold, and it's blue. NS number 8104 Lehigh Valley. It's a bright red locomotive with the Lehigh Valley logo and yellow stripe. When established in 1847, this railroad had the snappy title of Delaware, Leahy, Schuylkill and Susquehanna Railroad Company before shortening to Lehigh Valley Railroad. Wonder why. Less than 10 years later, with anthracite a major part of its operations, it was also known to many as the route of the Black Diamond, otherwise known as coal. NS number 8105 Interstate Railroad. Cream top, grey central stripe and an orange base with the Interstate logo. The Interstate Railroad began as an extension of the Clinchfield Railroad at Scott County, Virginia, and continues to run as an operating subsidiary of Norfolk Southern. 8015 was painted in the potent orange, cream and grey colours from its past. NS number 8114 Norfolk Southern Railway Original. So it's the original logo of the railway on an orange locomotive with a yellow stripe and Norfolk Southern logos. The original Norfolk Southern Railway lasted just 40 years between 1942 and 1982. It was acquired by Norfolk and Western in 1974, which in turn merged with the Southern Railway to create Norfolk Southern. Things go round. 8114 returns the original railroad's livery to home rails, wearing the red, black and yellow scheme of the Norfolk Southern Railway. Services and scenarios. 6 new scenarios featuring these locomotives will be available on Horseshoe Curve. Altoona alignment to bring together all the heritage locomotives for a photo opportunity at the Altoona Museum. Portage process. Move empty coal gondolas from Rose Yard to Portage Mine. Gallitzin around. Assist a westbound manifest between Rose Yard and Gallitzin. Minor inconvenience. Manage a coal train along the difficult South Fork branch between Windber and Johnston. Plenty of runaways for me there. Knowing the why. Turn Tuka locomotives at the Crescent Y in prep for the next run. Gathering gondolas. Haul empty gondolas down the Windber loading facility. Though the timetable remains unchanged, each of the 9 fallen flag locomotives will be selectable in service mode for any of the ES44AC operated services. There'll also be livery designer support both with and without the nose door window and 10 formations available in Scenario Planner. Norfolk Southern Heritage Livery Collection will be available to purchase as a locomotive add-on for the Horseshoe Curve route from August 10th for £9.99, €11.99 or $14.99 US, which means probably about $20 odd for Australia. The route Horseshoe Curve, Altoona, Johnston and South Fork, when we're showing the black Norfolk Southern modern logo. And that route is available now. It's available for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam and Epic. Right, that's it. As usual, I read these news articles to you to improve their accessibility, to make sure the information gets out to everyone. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions, chuck them down below and I'll see what I can do to help. Give it a subscribe. See you later. Bye.